bad North Carolina is when that is, first of all, factually incorrect. Second of all, that's an opinion, man. shout out to the dude. The
Love
dude
it.
abides.
Love it.
But
Market 8, dude.
but it's they're insufferable at times, especially when they get a big name recruit like, oh man, Seth Curry's coming. Seth Curry, yeah. What is Seth Curry? What has he done? Did he get you a championship? I don't think he did. I think he won one when he was there, but I don't think he is the reason they got a championship. I think it was like Frank Kelly and yeah. So that's bogus.
All right, solid number 4.
Dan Beebie, who's your number 4?
Number 4 would have to be the Chicago Cubs, although not really relevant as much now that they've finally, reversed the curse. For years, the fans have been constantly nagging and saying, oh, this is going to be our year, this is going to be our year. Not even really so much looking at the overall talent of the team and where it was going.
Sound like the Mets.
Well, the Mets in themselves are another story, but, if you figure the Cubs can do it, maybe eventually the Mets will do it again too. But back on point, they would hardly ever look at their team statistics. Just an overall cursed sports franchise that has been trying for years, although they've finally done it, and I think we'd like to set that benchmark that no professional sports team should go more than 108 years without winning a major sports championship.
There are a few teams that I would be very happy if they didn't win ever, let alone in 108 years.
Like the New York Giants, because...
Well, I mean, it was extenuating circumstances. I had to root for the Giants because I could not take a Patriots victory in a Super Bowl. So I had to root for the Giants in that.
Absolutely.
But no, it's just there are teams, some in the NFL, some in the NBA. I never, ever, ever, ever want to see the Celtics win an NBA Finals. Never. Never, never, never.
Well, I kind of disagree with that. I'd love to see them.
Why?
I don't know. I just think they're an organization that has been working, and they would deserve to win another one.
As a Knicks fan, there are 3 teams that I just absolutely hate. And some of them don't even matter anymore. First are the Celtics. Second are the Lakers. And third are the Miami Heat. And that was even before LeBron James. This was back in the Penny Hardaway days. I hated the Heat.
The Alonzo Mourning days.
Alonzo Mourning. That's
Alonzo
Mourning.
I think I hate the Pacers more than the Heat. But
you hate Reggie Miller more than you hate the Heat.
I hate Reggie Miller so much.
I'm with you guys though on the Lakers. It's just,
Plus now they got Lonzo Ball. Like, come on, that's. Lonzo Ball fans are the most annoying fans. LeVar,
yes.
All right. Do you have more about the Cubs, or are we good to move on?
We're good to move on for now.
Dan O'Shea.
Well, we just talked about them, the LA Lakers.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh my God. A team, a fan base that has just had so much success. It is so sweet to hear their cries of pain for once. And I hope they're not good for a long time. I hope Lonzo, gets a big contract and rides off into the sunset as a forgotten player because he's just, never takes them to the next level. Only Laker I like is probably Magic Johnson, and that's just because him as a person, he's awesome.
Wait a second. Regardless of them being Lakers or not, there's no way that you can say anything bad about Gary Payton or Shaq.
No, that's true. That's true. But Magic Johnson's my favorite. And again, it's not about the team itself, it's about the fan bases. They're one of those insufferable fan bases that has just had success their whole life. It's basically like they were born with a silver spoon.
Yep.
And, now
plus
they're tasting a bit of the real world.
Plus, name one lake in Los Angeles.
Right. Not so much that, but it's like after every 4th season, if we haven't won another championship, there's a problem. And I think for years, like the Clippers...
Yeah, although I will say, hated the guy as a player, but I think Luke Walton is bringing the right mindset to the Lakers.
Agreed.
That you've got to work for it. It's not just going to be handed to you anymore. You don't have Kobe. You don't have Shaq. You don't have Derek Fisher. You don't have Gary Payton. You don't have Karl Malone. You're not going to just get it handed to you.
that trade of D'Lo, I think, kind of said that too. Magic was like, oh, we need a leader. It's not like Russell was a bad player. He looked like he had potential, but they got rid of him.
See, I think he has potential. I think his ceiling is a lot lower than a lot of other people do. Yeah. I think he has potential to be a good guy, a good basketball player, but I don't think he has the potential to be anything more than a fourth fiddle.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that's the Lakers fan base, and kind of like our Knicks, they always have those celebrity
Jack
fans
Nicholson,
in the stands. Yeah.
Will Ferrell.
Yep. So that's always
plus Phil
irritating.
Jackson. I think Phil Jackson's still a Lakers fan.
Probably. Doesn't his girlfriend or whatever?
No, they broke up. Janine Buss. Yeah, conflict of interest. They broke up. Because at 71, you need to worry about, breaking up with your girlfriend. But, anyways, Tony also had the Los Angeles Lakers as his number 4. So let's just go around again.
Did he? That's funny.
Mine was Duke basketball. Dan, yours were the Chicago Cubs.
Yep.
Dan Beebie, that is. And Dan O'Shea and Tony both had the Los Angeles Lakers. So number 3 for me, the New York Metropolitans. The New York Mets are one of the most insufferable fan bases because no matter what, they find like the smallest little kernel of good and blow it up to be this giant bag of popcorn. Like David Wright and Jose Reyes are the only two things that I can say, the fans have a reason to be excited. Or have ever had a reason to be excited. But, for example, there used to be this baseball player named Mark Reynolds. I don't know if he still plays. The man was the worst hitter ever. But he hit like 40 home runs a season. But he struck out like every at-bat that wasn't a home run. So, like, the Mets fans, we've got Mark Reynolds, he hits home runs. Yeah, but, if he's got to, get to first base, he's not. He might as well just stand there. It's ridiculous. Not only that, every year the Mets fans are like, oh, well, this is going to be our year because, our pitching is solid, our hitting isn't that great, but our defense is good. Yeah, first of all, you got to stay healthy. Second of all, you got to stay healthy. Third of all, you got to stop making stupid trades. So the Mets organization is completely in shambles, and it's only worsened by the fact that the fans are so insistent that their team is a top-level team. They're not. They are not. They have great pitching. Don't get me wrong. DeGrom, Harvey, what's the other guy's name? Noah Syndergaard. Probably the best pitcher in baseball when he's healthy, Noah Syndergaard.
Right, but just to add on to that, it's really going to be a long time probably for them since, back in 2015 when they went to the World Series, it was solely a lot of it based on pitching. And until you fill those gaps, especially the guys like, the Wrights who are, consistently getting hurt, you're going to struggle because, your pitchers will get sick of, pitchers duels games and not having that additional run support.
Exactly. You can't win 1-0 games 182 out of 182 games. It doesn't work. Eventually, your fastball is not going to be fast enough. Your slider isn't going to have the slide in it, and someone's going to figure you out, and they're going to hit you. And they're going to hit you hard, they're going to hit you far. Now, Yoenis Cespedes has been good for the Mets when he's been healthy. That's like the big story of the Mets fandom. Their players can't stay healthy, yet they continue to talk about how great the players are as if they're going to play a full season. Just like Derrick Rose. But the last point I'm going to make is how stupid the Mets fans are. All right? The Mets fans are stupid because they're being fed that Tim Tebow is a baseball player and they are eating it up and asking for seconds. This guy is an absolute joke. He's been promoted from the lower single A to the higher single A because they have two single A. Yeah, they promoted him.
They want him to play on the Mets?
Well, I don't know if they want him to get all the way to the Mets, but they want him. He's been promoted from was it Charleston Charleston Fireflies, whatever it is, to Port St. Lucie, which is going up, and the guy strikes out literally half the time that he's at bat, and he's only hitting like 212.
Well, it really shines too on
Love it.
management's decisions over the years overall with even the team up top. That I think back in like 2009 when you tried to put like a huge Band-Aid over a bad situation, you were going to say like Jeff Francoeur was your best hitter on the team. It's like,
I mean, we're not even going to go back that far. We're talking about people buying Tim Tebow jerseys for a team that he doesn't even play for.
Yeah, you'll wait.
Love it.
You just gotta wait to see
Delusional fans.
whether or not that materializes or not. I don't buy into it, but
they do, and that's why he hates them.
fair enough.
So that's my number 3, Dan Beebie. Who's your number 3?
My number 3 was a team that we've already kind of discussed, the New York Yankees. We won't really go back into much detail on that as to
The New York Bankies?
the
The Bankrolls?
they've been referred to that. I'm not sure where you're picking that up from.
They buy everybody.
Oh, there you go.
Not anymore. Not anymore. They're doing a great job at, acquiring young talent before they're...
And their fans are even worse because of it.
Now, if you said, Steinbrenners like to buy winning teams, that would have made, in my book, a little bit more sense, but fair enough how you put it.
Now they're building up through the farm system, which has been great for the Yankees, because you're getting guys like...
Aaron Judge.
Like Aaron Judge, Gleyber Torres,
Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius, Gary Sanchez, Gleyber Torres, Ronald Torreyes, a whole list of players that they're just getting for like nothing as they're coming through the farm system.
Matt Holliday, even from St. Louis, was a great acquired.
Yeah, what's
player.
his Bird? I don't remember what his first name is. When he's healthy, he's decent. The pitcher, I don't remember his name. He's playing well. He just pitched on Monday, and he left in the 7th with a 6-1 lead.
Pineda?
No, it wasn't Pineda. It's a rookie. I don't remember.
Montgomery?
Yeah, Jared Montgomery.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're getting quality play, and it looks like Aaron Judge might be the MVP of this season.
Oh.
And they didn't buy him.
No, he's just the guy's just a built asset for the team, and it's kind of scary even to see like if he does participate in the upcoming home run derby, what this guy's capable of. I mean, it's very early on to project what he can do.
I mean, to quote whatever the guy's name is that does the broadcasting on the radio for the Yankees.
Oh, John Sterling?
Yeah, John Sterling. It's Judgment Day. Yeah. Like, this guy is the real deal, the future of baseball. And the Yankees fans see that, and that's part of what makes them annoying. Because they're right.
Love it.
Dan O'Shea, what you got?
All right, so just going to go along with the theme here, and my number 3 kind of eats up a lot of teams. It's all of New York sports. It's the Yankees and the Mets fans. It's the
Jets
Knicks
and
and the Nets, Giants and the Jets,
What about
Rangers
the Bills?
and Islanders.
Does that include the Bills?
It includes the Bills.
They're in New York.
What about the Liberty? The Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
I don't know enough about their fan bases. They're not large enough.
Orange.
But going to basketball, the Nets fans have been delirious for a long time. Now
Thinking that Jeremy Lin's a credible point guard.
We will discuss that another time. Now they're the Brooklyn Nets and they're trying to take over New York, which of course irks me as a Knicks fan.
Really quickly, I know this is going to upset you in particular, but isn't it funny how the second-class citizens of New York always end in Ets? The Jets, the Mets, the Nets.
The Islanders. No, that's something we certainly noticed. Funny thing is, though, I'm only a fan of the Jets out of those Ets. I don't like baseball.
The Rockettes.
I'm only a fan of the Bills out of those Ets.
Yeah, the Bills are basically an Ets. So Brooklyn's delusional and is trying to take over